Hi buddy, it's Saturday, August 22nd.
And I'm Shawn Farquhar, and welcome to my vlog. The pretty little girl right behind me, this is my daughter Hannah Farquhar.
Hey buddy.
And then there's this attractive little thing in the pink skirt. Who's that, Hannah?
Mrs. Softy.
Mrs. Softy, the newest member of the Farquhar family. If you watched our last vlog, you'll know that we lost Mr. Softy, a valued member of our family, in Nagoya at the airport after years and years of devoted service. But now we have Mrs. Softy, who's just as soft and just as lovable. In fact, we returned from Asia and arrived at the airport. There was a whole bunch of people there with big huge banner, wasn't there? And they all greeted us with love and affection, and then we all headed over to our house where we had a little party and hung out, and that went to like almost midnight. Boy, we were jet lagged, so that was pretty exciting. And then in the morning when we got up, we all jumped into the car and headed over to Coquitlam Center to
Build-A-Bear Workshop.
the most amazing, where best friends are made. Is that their slogan?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a good slogan. It's quite an amazing place. We got to go in and look at all these bins of bear skins, I guess you'd call them, because they're like empty. And you pick one out, and then you have it all filled up. Hannah actually pushed on a little pedal, it filled it all up with stuffing. Then she picks out a heart, rubs the heart on your forehead to
give it smart, make it smart.
Rub it on your chest.
To give it love, and hug it once to give it lots of cuddles, and then make a wish on it and put it in.
And then you put it in, then they stitched it all up, and then you picked out that beautiful purple dress and a pair of shoes, and then you got to name it on a computer. They gave you a birth certificate and everything. And then Mrs. Softy was born, and she exists also in a virtual world, right? She's in this virtual world, so Hannah can go visit her and play games with her, and here she gets to hold her and hug her. And it was a pretty cool deal. Before we came home, let's talk a little bit about what we did over in Asia. We can now talk about China. China was really cool, but there was a point where we went somewhere where we're not still going to discuss that part, but we'll tell them we were in China, and we went and did something very special. It all started by me telling a translator to a host that I liked escargot and that Hannah liked escargot. And the translator figured out that what we meant was we like snake. Don't know how that came about, but they decided we like snake. And so we went to a very secret restaurant, to a back room where there were cages full of snakes. And they cut open a snake and they boiled it, and we ate snake.
We really didn't see them cut it open.
Yeah, we didn't watch the cutting open, but we saw the cutting off of their heads, and we saw those in the buckets and everything, right? And that was pretty grisly.
It was actually yummy.
Yeah, well, the food was excellent. And after we ate regular snake, then what did we eat?
Cobra.
We ate cobra. We together ate cobra. Mama was chicken. But it tasted like chicken. You ever wonder if when chicken tastes something else, it says it tastes like something else? Well, anyways, we ate cobra, and it was a pretty exciting thing. We also went to Japan, and in Japan, hi Mom, Mom's home.
Yeah.
We went to Japan, and we went to Tokyo, Japan. Well, we already talked in the last vlog about going to Disneyland Sea and meeting our friend Jeremy. But then came the convention. We went to UGM's World Magic Seminar Asia, hosted by Yuji Yamamoto, his wife Mariko, Koji, and of course Kenji Minamuro. And they did the most amazing job, didn't they, Hannah?
Yeah.
Was it a great convention?
Oh yeah.
Everything ran on time. Lectures that actually started on time and ended on time. It was a brilliantly good time. Hannah made two friends, these two little kids that belonged to Kenji Minamuro and his lovely wife. They were very young and very shy. But by the end, Hannah had them playing DS and playing hide-and-go-seek and running around having a good time. The shows were spectacular. And everything was filmed, broadcast with these big video cameras. For me, the highlight was being part of one of the most amazing shows I've ever been on. It opened with the MC Vittorio, who was from Italy, and spoke in fluent Japanese to the audience, although he didn't understand a word he was saying. He just rehearsed this whole speech and did it. And then the acts. Opening the show was Kenji Minamuro, the world champion for manipulation. Following that was Tabaret. Tabaret was the guy with the ropes. He's from Paris, France, and he won the world championship in micro magic. And then it was my turn. After me, it was Yokado from Japan, who had just won the world championship, tied for first place in manipulation. Then was Soma, the Grand Prix winner from this year in general magic and for stage magic. Following Soma was Han Soli. Remember the young kid with the CDs? Who had also won the world championship, tied with Yokada for manipulation. And then it was Neprochenko, who won the Grand Prix from Russia. And closing the show was Ungoli from Korea, who won the world championship in general magic. A show completely comprised of world champions. And the cool part was...
He
Who he?
I forget his name.
Yeah. Yamamoto's son.
Yamamoto.
Yeah.
He invited Dad, Soma, and all the others that won first place this year the year before.
He'd only booked 4 of the acts as FISM winners, and 4 of the acts were just acts that he really liked. And the cool thing was the 4 acts that he booked that he really liked all won the World Championships at FISM. And the cool thing was there were only 6 that won World Championships at FISM this year, and he had 4 of the 6.
Mm-hmm.
You know, in the last few years, they have not given away a mentalism first prize, and I think it really should have gone to him because he picked so many acts he knew in advance. But it was a great convention. Well, now we're in Ontario, Canada, in Toronto, Ontario. And why are we here, Hannah?
Magic Camp!
Sorcerer Safari Magic Camp. You can visit that at sorcerer-safari.com. This year, Daniel Garcia is a special guest, and there's going to be like 100 kids attending a camp. It's a really cool camp, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a place where they actually filmed the movie Meatballs with Bill Murray. So, you know, the camp is really cool. It's got its own private lake with canoes on it. The kids go swimming. There's baseball, diamond. There's free time. And in between all those things, there's magic. What was your favorite course last year?
Last year was Dancing Cane.
Dancing Cane. Murray Hatfield taught Dancing Cane last year. I don't know who's going to be teaching it this year. So many great artists turn out. This year, like I said, Daniel Garcia. There's Jason Dean, Aaron Fisher, Lee Asher, Steve Klein. Who else? Last year, Eric Buss showed up. This year, Greg Fruin's showing up. It's just a spectacular. Bob Sheets came last year, and they all volunteer their time. The performers just come for free to come and hang out and give back to the kids. Last year was my first year, and it was such an amazing experience. There was no way I would miss out on it. And this year, I'm really proud to be back and have some fun. Well, that's basically it, right, Hannah?
Yeah.
It's time for us to pack and head on over to Mike and Jen's place because they host the Sorcerer Safari. We're getting in a car and we're driving for a good chunk of the day and heading on up to northern Ontario to a place called Halliburton, to White Pines Camp, sorcerersafari.com. Go check it out. I hope you guys are all doing great. Keep well, keep busy, and most of all,
keep happy.
That's right. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye.